The episode commences with Latifa contemplating Haruto's companions, who are due to arrive shortly. She speaks of his younger sibling from his prior existence, and the instructor he is obliged to in this lifetime. Subsequently, we observe Haruto and his party reaching the municipality via teleportation, which occupies merely an instant, leaving everyone astonished by the velocity. Latifa and her acquaintances greet them to the spirit hamlet, and Sendo and Aki are rather astounded by the human-monster blend present within the community. Latifa's companions extend Aisha a cordial reception, as she is vitally significant to them. The spirits deem high-ranking spirits, who can solidify and adopt human guise, exceptionally unique. Nevertheless, Haruto senses it superfluous for them to address her, as Aisha so ceremoniously. They needn't be so formal. Celia presents herself, and when Latifa perceives her moniker, she discerns that Celia is Haruto's younger sibling and welcomes her affection. Celia is captivated by Latifa's exquisite appendage and requests to handle it during their dialogue. It emerges that Celia can communicate in Japanese, precisely like Haruto, as she too possesses recollections of her past existence. Latifa subsequently proposes to be their Australian dialect tutor, informing Sarah, the others, and the senior that she'll undertake this duty. She sympathizes with Haruto's sensations of anxiety from originating from another realm and, as his younger sibling, desires to assist him. Haruto expresses his gratitude, and she guarantees the others that they'll aid them in acclimating to life within the hamlet. Later, everyone explores the community, and Sarah clarifies that everyone is anticipating encountering them, so she guides them to the townspeople. However, all the inhabitants glimpse at them from behind entrances, evidently apprehensive. Sendo jests about his sibling's countenance, stating her visage must be intimidating to the inhabitant, which perturbs Aki. Latifa endeavors to alleviate the exchange to avert any squabbling. Haruto subsequently explains to them that the individuals of this community maintain their seclusion from humans, which could be a component of their response due to the infrequency of observing others. Abruptly, Maharu perceives someone gripping her hand. When she gazes, she spots a small youngster gazing at her with tender eyes, yet awestruck as her school attire appears rather uncommon. Maharu informs her that she wished to encounter the senior, so she attempted to appear proper. The little girl subsequently remarks on how adorable Maharu's ears are. Everyone within the community lingers to grow accustomed to Maharu and her cohort. Latifa converses with Maharu, requesting her to divulge more about herself, to which Maharu concurs, but states she'll impart her narrative later. Then, it's dining time, and the inhabitants prepare a table laden with a diversity of nourishment, practically resembling a banquet. It's a welcoming gathering, so they needn't fret about decorum. Maharu expresses her thanks, valuing the exertion they invested in organizing the occasion. Just then, the seniors arrive, and the eldest converses with Aisha, conveying their elation in observing her and her companions who've journeyed from another realm. At this juncture, Dryas, the community chief, emerges to rejoice with them, and the merriment initiates after they conclude their repast. Everyone is enchanted by the spectacle, with tables replete with sustenance, beverages, and confections crafted by Latifa. She surmised these delicacies might evoke sentiments of reminiscence for them, and everyone relishes them joyfully because they taste so delectable. Everyone within the community cherishes Haruto for his benevolence and regards him as more than merely a companion. Latifa even proudly designates him her older sibling, which induces Aki to feel slightly envious. She ponders where her own sibling might be and yearns to see him shortly, though she recognizes she cannot embark on a quest for him just yet. In the evening, the setting transitions to the interior of a grand residence. Everyone is content, and Maharu and the others settle into a chamber, evidently fatigued and prepared for slumber. They subsequently partake in a heated outdoor bath. The setting then shifts to Haruto conversing with Sendo Masato. They had just been defeated in rock, paper, scissors, a chance-based pastime they engage in to determine who enters the bath initially. Sendo playfully remarks he should have solicited Haruto to participate in his stead, since he believed Haruto was astute and would triumph, to which Haruto retorts that it's merely a game of chance and not concerning intellect. Sendo subsequently inquires of Haruto why he's so robust, to the extent of being practically superhuman. Haruto responds that it's simply the consequence of extensive training. Sendo expresses his own aspiration to acquire greater strength so he can safeguard Maharu and Aki. The setting then transitions to Cecilia in her chamber, where she notices a missive, though it's ambiguous for whom it's intended. In the morning, we perceive Haruto practicing with his blade. His instructor observes him and greets him, genuinely gratified that he's practicing so early. She also notes that she awakened early because the invigorating air and picturesque surroundings made her feel rejuvenated. They sit beneath a large tree, and Haruto offers his apologies to her for causing her to wait due to Latifa, Miss Sarah, and everyone else. He informs her that Maharu and the others have integrated into the community more rapidly than anticipated, and now they will convey the missive to her parents. She reassures him, stating she's aware he's diligently striving to return Maharu and the others to their realm, and she desires to support him in that endeavor. In the end, she expresses gratitude for him rescuing her in numerous ways and instructing her in skills she wouldn't have acquired independently. Haruto responds by stating he educated her so she could defend herself because someone as graceful as her shouldn't traverse alone, and if she ever does, she should be sufficiently strong to repel any assailants and protect herself. The setting then transitions as they prepare to bid farewell to their companions and the community where they resided for 2 complete days. Maharu presents Haruto, Cecilia, and Aisha with a container stating, "I prepared a bento for you. Consume it if you desire." Haruto expresses his thanks, acknowledging the exertion she must have invested in awakening early to prepare everything. She responds that they habitually left everything to him, and now he's venturing into astral territory for their benefit, so this is the minimal she can contribute. Haruto reassures her, stating it's something he wishes to do, and Maharu pledges to recompense him someday. Haruto replies that he adores her culinary creation, which brings her joy. Latifa subsequently remarks that Maharu labored diligently to create this for him, and jokingly states Maharu is enacting the role of the ideal spouse. Aki informs Haruto, "I'll exert my utmost in various affairs while you are absent." Haruto bids them farewell, and they depart. Latifa instructs them to concentrate on speaking Australian proficiently to astonish him upon his return, declaring it's study time now. The setting alters to the kingdom of Beltrum, the capital of the Marquis's domain, where Lieselot speaks, stating, "We would like Hiroaki, the champion, to be present in our kingdom celebration. I am here on behalf of His Majesty to deliver an invitation, and all of you are invited." The prince's aide responds, conveying a desire to accept instantaneously, but he clarifies that the determination relies on Hiroaki's viewpoint. Lieselot responds by stating there is still a period before the celebration, so she doesn't intend to compel anyone into a swift decision, encouraging them to utilize their time to contemplate it. Hiroaki finds himself captivated by Lieselot, remarking how everything regarding her, even her vocalization, is utterly enchanting. He mentions how Flora and Rowena are genuinely of a high caliber, but the emergence of such a breathtakingly beautiful woman from a neighboring kingdom has placed him in a challenging predicament. He assents to attend the festivity, commenting that it's an event to present their champion, so he will attend, and he hopes Lieselot will be present as well. Lieselot guarantees him that His Majesty will be delighted and is anticipating observing the champion again at the celebration. That evening, Haruto and his companions finally reach their destination. Haruto converses with Cecilia, inquiring if this is where she matured. She responds affirmatively. This is the dwelling where she was born and nurtured. She mentions a concealed passageway within the garden linked to the primary residence, known solely to her family, so they can probably deposit the missive inside and return undetected. Haruto expresses apprehension about being detected by any sentinel, recommending they employ spirit techniques for concealment. Aisha offers to execute the spirit techniques, and as one of the sentinels approaches to investigate, they utilize the concealment ability and vanish rapidly. Haruto then requests Cecilia to unlock the passageway swiftly before the sentinel returns. Finally, Cecilia unlocks it, and they enter. Cecilia leaves a missive on her father's desk, and then we observe her father, Laurent, enter the chamber and notice the missive. Upon perusing it, he suspects it could be from his daughter Cecilia. In the missive, Cecilia expresses regret for causing them anxiety and assures them she is now residing a secure and tranquil existence with individuals she confides in. She acknowledges that abandoning her prearranged marriage with the Duke Arbor family must have disappointed them, but desires them to know that she made this decision. She pledges to return to visit them someday and clarify everything, expressing her gratitude for their unwavering affection and compassion. Laurent hastens through the estate searching for her, calling her name, but when questioned by a sentinel if anything is amiss, he replies negatively, nothing. He contemplates to himself, "You have not disappointed us, and we will see each other again. This is a pledge, Cecilia." Haruto then inquires of Cecilia if she's certain she doesn't wish to see her parents. She replies that, for the present, it's preferable this way, and she expresses gratitude to Haruto for everything he's done for her. Haruto reassures her, stating they will return later, and that next time, she'll be able to see her parents in person. She joyfully concurs, stating they should proceed to Rodania now. The setting shifts to Lizelot on an airship. Ari proclaims that they are about to alight in Monday, but suddenly, the airship commences to move erratically. Lizelot inquires what's transpiring, and Chloe informs her that a large, dark-colored dragon has materialized, compelling the airship to alight in a nearby municipality.